Sorry, I'm a couple minutes late. I'm getting everything up and running. Life is hard. Hi, No Name and Paul. Hello, hello, hello. I don't know how we're gonna do today, considering it's football Sunday. Woohoo! I need to switch accounts. Hello. Set this over here. Hello. Why couldn't I switch? Okay. I hate TikTok, in case anyone was wondering. Log in.
A remarkable social.
Thanks. It's not that adulting is hard, it's just that this stuff is annoying. Like, I don't, y'all don't, it's so much to deal with. It's so much to put up with. I need to turn this on. TikTok is an asshole. True statement, actually. TikTok is an asshole, so there is that too. I say it as I get it started, right? Because bum 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 bum. Everything gets going this way. Edit, edit, reset. Guys, I'm like doing 6 different things. Bear with me. Oh, that's way too many. Let's go there. Okay, and we're there on that. Let's do this button of why is this not going yet? Let's see. All right. Hello. One second, TikTok. Why are you... God. There we go. Gosh. No, I'm there. I'm here, Solly. I'm sorry. It's just was... I hit the button and it didn't go. It just did not go. Hey, Chris. Thank you, Chris, for being the only person to check up on me yesterday. I appreciate that. All right, trying to get all this. I think it's all running now. Got that, got that, got that. Good. Good, 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 good. What time zone are you in, No Name? I'm curious. All right, let's swap counts. Oh, yeah, yeah. Normally I get on Saturdays too, but yesterday was not like a good pain day for my back. Thank you, Miss Dawn. I'm sorry, guys, that I wasn't here yesterday. I'm sorry that Thursday TikTok decided let's try something. But guys, I got this new bed set. Well, I shouldn't say I got it. All right. Okay. So TikTok, this is for educational purposes only, and I'm not directing anybody anywhere. Okay. In my link tree, there's a wish list. Okay. And somebody was kind enough to not only purchase me this, but also buy treats for my cats. So yes, this is, I didn't buy this for myself. Let me be very clear. That is, for, oh gosh, I don't know his name. I can't say it. This one. This one. The guy that, ended his own life and donated his brain to science. Sayal. Yeah, thank you guys. In order for them to then come up with the new helmets that they have now, right? I was told to pick a creative name, and so I did. I am a nothing fan. Okay, I am a nothing fan. I don't. I am literally a nothing fan for no sports. But yeah. So Polly told me the story of him, and I was like, oh yeah, bet. Then that's definitely the jersey that I'm getting, because not only was it like a good story, unique last name, I liked all of it. So that's how I do things in a weird way. Thanks, guys. Let's get the chat rolling over on TikTok. We're only at 270 some likes. Come on, guys. I can't, Chris. Sorry. There's only so much I can do as far as like supporting other teams. So I'd rather you guys be here when games start in 50 minutes. So let's see if we can keep momentum going. All right. Let's see if we get momentum going. Also, important thing, TikTok users, if you participated in August, you guys know what I'm talking about. I can only say so much before TikTok really gets mad at me. If you participated in August stuff, then all right. Well, thank you. Oh, look, we're already getting started. Thank you, Crit, so much for the $9.99. Yeah, I really like this shirt, honestly. And then this is for later because they play at like 3 something. I don't know. Hey, Photo, what have I said? Like, can you help me out? What have I said so far? I've literally talked about sports. And then my shirt. And a jersey. I'm waiting. Exactly. Do what Crow said, guys. Phone lines are guided by how fast TikTok is tapping. So if you're not tapping the screen, it's not going to open up. That's how it goes. So you guys got to get to tippy tapping the screen and then the phone lines open up. Alrighty, that's how this works. It's how it goes every single show. We operate based off of Tiki-Taki and what they're willing to do to keep the live going. So, yes, drink water. Who's not drinking water? Like, guys, water, agua is necessary. I'll decide. No, I don't take, I rarely take TikTok guests. Rarely. And I do sincerely mean, like, as rare as you can get is how often I take TikTok guests. So. What? Okay, this is actually kind of interesting to put up there. If you guys don't like water, apparently this is a thing. Be aware. Also, guys, okay, so just a friendly reminder as well, especially on TikTok. Just a friendly reminder, okay? We don't know what's going on with TikTok and hydrophobia. Oh gosh, that's odd. We don't know what's going on with TikTok with this sale pending. So just a reminder to all of my TikTok viewers, find me on everywhere else. Okay, I'll put it up here. I think. Let's see. See, I can't go away. This thing needs to go away. Sorry, I know you guys don't know what I'm talking about. Let's see. Nope, not that one. That one was like broken. Okay, I guess I need to add a new one real quick. Hold on. Texty, text. Do this. All right. Okay, You guys see this over on TikTok? This is me on all other. Oh, I'm already there, CJ, of course. This is me everywhere. Everywhere. I mean, every application. You got the red, purple, blue, green, all of them. All of them are this. I'm, in fact, probably going to end up changing my actual TikTok handle to this. So it's like literally the same everywhere. So this is me everywhere. Okay. Follow me everywhere. I stream on all of them. Okay. I'm literally on all of them. Exactly. We just message data, but I gotta, oh, wrong one. Hold on. I don't want to make the TikTok streets mad at me, so I gotta take that off. All right, so let's see. But yeah, so we don't know what's going on with TikTok. We don't know if who's gonna buy it. It is a Sayo jersey. Yes, I am everywhere. Actually, I am everywhere, and I'm always watching. Also, friendly reminder to all of my TikTok peeps, because you guys, okay, and especially those that are in there with me, guys, I am a TikTok live agent. If you do lives, your own lives, and you need help, or you want extra extra appeals, link tree in bio, guys. Thank you for calling the MAGA. Oh, okay, bye. Oh yeah, also, guys, send your heart me. We don't have that many. Thank you for calling the MAGA support hotline. Are you there?
No,
No?
no, I'm not here.
Okay. Well, have a great day. Exactly. See? Look at Dark. Dark Vada. I wish they were always successful, but TikTok is always in its own fifis. So send your heart me and then collect your team points up at the top. I don't know, Azda, what we're whatting. Thank you for calling the MAGA support hotline. Are you there?
Yes, I'm Luis Torres. I support Magma. Actually, they're doing a wonderful job. I'm right here from Whittier, California. I'm part of this. I'm first time seeing you, and I'm support a lot of it. I'm a Republican,
Oh, okay. Well, thank you.
and actually, I think when I'm 45 years old, I think I've been the two greatest presidents I ever known is Ronald Reagan and Donald Trump has done more stuff than other presidents I've ever done. My 45 years of being here in this earth, beautiful earth we've been at.
Okay.
So my
So here's my question for you. Um,
yes, ma'am.
all right. Are you able and willing to admit today that Donald Trump is actively lying to you in his current administration?
Mm, in a part of way, yes, in part of way, no, because he's actually
Oh,
bringing out, transparency, like
okay.
everything that so
Um,
basically he's everything. Yes,
so
go
if
ahead, man.
you say that somewhat you do understand that he's lying to you, can you try naming 3 lies for me?
Not really, because I really don't
Not
know what he's been
really?
lying to us, so
Oh,
I
did
cannot.
Donald Trump
Go ahead,
end
man.
11 wars?
He has ending some wars right now. It's like basically right now that he's taking the seat of it as the president. He's actually trying to negotiate. So he's actually trying to end some wars and
No, it's
this
not
basically.
trying to. Donald Trump claims that he's ended 7 wars. In fact, so even more than that, right? He went up on Fox and he's like, I deserve a Nobel Peace Prize because I've ended 7 wars, but some tell me I've actually ended more. I've ended like 10. Some even tell me it's 11. And then not only that, but he then tweeted or reposted or whatever it is on his social platform, right? A representative from in Congress that gives a whole list of the supposed 7 wars that Donald Trump, or 11 wars actually, that Donald Trump ended. So did he end 11 wars? This is a yes or no question.
I think so.
You think so?
Yes, I go for yes.
So okay, so let me see if I can't find this again, and then we're gonna go through these supposed
Definitely.
wars that he ended. Let me see if I can find this.
Go ahead,
Uh,
miss.
let's see. So much. Never mind, that ain't gonna work. Ha. Okay. I hate going through his True Social. It's way too much
I
gobbledygook,
know.
blah blah blah.
Exactly.
No, it's just bad
Exactly.
juju. It's bad juju.
Yeah. How's the day going? Am I ask?
I mean, I guess it's going pretty good. I don't know.
It's on Sunday
Hold on,
morning,
let's
huh?
see.
Exactly. Okay,
I know
miss.
I screenshotted it, so we're just gonna take it from there. Do do do. I thought I did. So I think Israel was listed like 6 times on this thing, like for what he supposedly ended. Sucks to suck, Bailey. You should have come in here first. My cat wants in the room. It's not happening. All right. So let's just go through some of the ones that I know offhand then. Did
Okay.
Donald Trump end the war between the Democratic Republic of the Congo and Rwanda?
Yes.
No, he didn't. They're actually the groups are still actively fighting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then down.
You want to know why? Because it's a
Why?
militia group that's actually coming out of Rwanda that's actually committing all of the unalivings currently. Like, that's actually ending everybody. And they talked with Rwanda. So the problem is the government of Rwanda is actively funding these militia groups. And that's been proven that they're actively funding them, which is why we know that even though Rwanda signed this agreement, they're still actively funding the militia groups, and so the war is not over. And
Okay.
people are still dying to this day.
Hmm.
Okay. Did Donald Trump end the war between Did he end the war between Thailand and Cambodia?
No.
No? Oh, well, he takes credit for it. So can you admit he's lying yet?
I'm not even can't hear me on that one. I'm just saying yes or no. Like that one, you could tell right away it's not even still going on.
No,
So
it,
if
it
you're
it's
taking
it's
credit,
done. Like that one is definitely over. But Thailand and Cambodia purposely met in Malaysia to
Malaysia.
end
Yeah.
their war. Donald Trump had nothing to do with it. In fact, according to even Thailand's prime minister, Donald Trump called them and offered, and Thailand immediately said, "Nah, we good. We don't want your help."
Okay.
So he's not ended any
Who's there?
wars.
Not that one.
No, he hasn't ended any.
I know. What can we do about it?
What can we do about it? I don't know. Do you agree with the First Amendment rights?
Yes.
Oh, I found it. I finally found it. So why is Donald Trump actively trying to go after the First Amendment of anybody that doesn't agree with him?
I'm not sure. I
You're
really
not
don't not sure
sure
about that.
because he doesn't support the First Amendment. But he said when he was campaigning and said it when he was inaugurated in office originally that I am the most prominent supporter of the First Amendment. And then he's actively going against the First Amendment.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But here we
Interesting.
go. So this was from the 18th. And these are all of the wars that Donald Trump supposedly had ended. Armenia and Azerbaijan, which is still ongoing, they haven't signed their deal that they personally drafted up in March and had nothing to do with Donald Trump. Cambodia and Thailand, we went over that. The Democratic Republic of Congo and Rwanda, we just went over that. Egypt and Ethiopia, it's not ended, still ongoing. India and Pakistan. India says that he had absolutely nothing to do with it, and he's ruined our relationship with the largest democracy in East Asia. Israel and Bahrain, Israel and Iran, Israel and Morocco, Israel and Sudan, Israel and the UAE. Funny how Israel and Qatar is not up there, considering Israel
Exactly.
just bombed them. And Serbia and Kosovo, which again he had nothing to do with.
Interesting. That's
Interesting.
interesting.
I also
Yeah, it
see that
is.
Israel's up here 5 times, and it sounds like they're really the problem of the Middle East. Or maybe it's just Bibi Netanyahu is the problem of the Middle East.
Probably. Might be him.
Yeah. So
Mhm.
why is he best friends with like Bibi Netanyahu still
I
to
don't
this
even
day?
know about that one. I don't even know. I shouldn't even be best friends with that guy.
Yeah. But you know what's not wasn't on the list?
Westman.
Israel and Palestine.
That's exactly what we were asked about that. What was how come that one not there?
Why? Because
Yes,
Donald Trump doesn't even want to recognize Palestine as its own state.
I
He
know.
literally discouraged the president, sorry, the is it the president or the prime minister over the United Kingdom of saying that they're going to recognize them as a it is Prime Minister Keir Starmer. He didn't want them to recognize Palestine as an actual state. And yet, guess what they just came out with today? This morning, they announced the United Kingdom, Canada, and Australia announced formal recognition of a Palestinian state,
Wow.
which France has already agreed to do, Germany's already agreed to do, Mexico is doing it. Thank you, Don. Appreciate that.
That's just interesting.
Yeah. So, can you admit
Wow.
yet that Donald Trump is actively lying to you?
Yeah, I could
Yeah.
admit that. This guy lied to me. My president, yeah, he's lied to me. But I voted for him. What can I do about it right now? I can't cry about it. I just gotta go with the flow.
No, I mean,
Here,
I can tell you what you can do. You don't have to
exactly.
actively support him.
I know,
Yeah.
but
So next time someone asks you if you still support Trump, just say no. Thanks, man.
thank you for.
Thank you for calling the MAGA support hotline. Are you there?
Yeah, how's it going?
Going well. How old are you?
31.
31? Okay. And are you still supporting Trump?
I don't support Trump. I don't know if that's criteria for your stream or not.
It is. I appreciate you though. Thank you. But guys, sorry, let me get to this real quick. If you're not already following my friend Debates with Matt, go ahead and do it. Matt, comment in all the streams so they can find you. Um, he said, "Let's go volcano, vote magma." Yeah, because the other caller came up and was like, "Yeah, I believe in magma," and I thought it's what I heard him say. So I was extremely confused when he basically went on to say that he's a Trump supporter. I was like, I thought he was, joking with us real quick. But yeah. Vote magma, guys. Thank you for calling the MAGA support hotline. Are you there? Hello? Knock knock. No? Okay. Lines are open if anyone would like to call in. I know it's a slow start on a Sunday. But we have Greenlight Chronicles. Thank you for the floating hearts. Thank you, Lon, for the 10 jewels. And thank you, Angel, for the floating hearts as well. You guys all sent floating hearts. Thank you, guys. Just a friendly reminder. Sorry, TikTok, I'm going to mute you for a second. Okay, don't freak out. On YouTube and on Twitch, we have subscriptions available and memberships available, depending on which stream you're on. And if you send a super chat or bits, it will go up on the screen and I will address it typically after the caller. So please help support me to continue to do this for you. Thank you for calling the MAGA support hotline. Are you there?
Yeah, how you doing?
I'm doing well. How old are you?
I'm old enough.
So I have TikTok terms of service to follow. So how old are you? You can do like a 5-year age range.
I'm in my 30s.
Okay, early or late?
Early,
Okay,
early
cool.
30s.
And are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Yes, I do. I
Okay.
support Trump. I support the First Amendment. I support
Uh-huh.
everything the U.S. stands for. So yeah.
Okay. And so are you willing and able to admit that Donald Trump is actively lying to you in his current administration?
I could tell you that you're lying and
Oh,
that you're spewing a bunch of bullshit and things that don't
gotcha.
make sense.
So let's try to put our critical thinking hat on and addressing questions that I just answered or asked you. So let's try this. Can you admit today that Donald Trump is actively lying to you? Yes or no?
I could admit that you're actively lying to me. Yeah.
Oh, wait, am I Donald Trump? Wait,
No, but
guys, I just found out today that I am the president of the United States of America because he
no, I
keeps
found
telling
out
me that I'm
today.
actively lying and all I'm asking him is about Donald Trump. So I must be Donald Trump. Okay, hold on. I
No,
know
well,
I'm
I'm just
not
saying
talking
that
in the
you
same cadence, so let
specifically.
me give this a try. All right, so I'm your president, Donald Trump. What questions
You're
do
not a
you have
president.
for me?
You're not a president.
How can we how
You're
can we
speaking
come
bullshit.
together as a nation? Let's talk about my lies. Damn it, he hung up. Thought that was pretty good. I thought I did pretty good. Thank you for calling the MAGA support hotline. Are you there? Okay. Get that checked out, man. Thank you for calling the MAGA support hotline. Are you there?
Get a job, nigger. Fuck you.
I have a job. Thank you for calling the MAGA support hotline. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
How old are you?
I'm 22.
22. And are you still supporting Trump?
Yes.
All right. Date of birth.
What?
Date of birth.
Yeah, I don't know what to say.
Okay, because you're not 22. Thank you for calling the MAGA support hotline. Are you there?
Hello, can you hear me?
Unfortunately, how old are you?
31. Why?
Okay. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah? Cool. Are you able to
Yeah.
admit that he's lying to you?
Yeah, and you know
Yeah.
what? My ex-girlfriend even voted for him, and she lives at 217 Green Street, Houston, Pennsylvania.
Why would you do that? Thank you for calling the MAGA support hotline. Are you there? Okay. Thank you for calling the MAGA support hotline. Are you there?
Yes, hello?
Yes. Hello?
Yeah. I'm
Awesome. How
calling
old are
from
you? How old are you?
and I love Trump.
Okay, cool. How old are you?
24.
24. And you're still supporting Trump, right?
Yes.
Are you able to admit that he's lying to you?
No.
No? Not even one
No.
lie? You can't think of any of them?
No.
No, he's never lied to you.
No.
Oh, interesting. Um,
No, he never. All right.
never
I'm listening.
lies. Okay, let's start with the very easy one. Are foreign countries paying for the tariffs?
Are foreign countries paying for the tariffs?
Yeah.
They going to effect yet?
Yeah. Tariffs are in effect. So are
I mean,
foreign
of course it's a
countries
foreign.
paying for tariffs?
Of course.
Of course. Who? Okay, so let me give you a hypothetical. Well, actually, this isn't really hypothetical. The United States imposes a 15% tariff on all exports coming out of Germany. When
Right.
an
German.
American importer is purchasing a good made from a German exporter, made by a German company, who is
Yeah.
paying the tariff to the American government?
The company that got a shipment, right? The shipment company, right?
No. So we
No.
have your options would be one of three things. Either the United States government is paying it itself, the American importer is paying for the tariff, the German exporter is paying for the tariff, or the manufacturer, whichever one, or the country of the German government is paying for the tariff, the 15% tariff. Which one out of these four options is paying for the tariff? A is the American
The
government,
German
B is the
government.
American
The
importer, C is
German. The
the
German
German
government.
exporter. Who is?
The business in Germany. The business in Germany. The
The
German
business in Germany.
business.
You would be
Yeah.
holistically incorrect.
Okay.
It's actually going to be B, the American importer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which is great.
No, how is that great? Because
Because
Donald
stop
Trump
getting your
told
supplies
you.
from overseas and make all your supplies here.
Okay. And what's needed to make aluminum?
Aluminum.
Yeah. Do you know what's needed to make
What's
aluminum?
what is like some ore or something like that
Some
from
ore?
Norway? I said some ore from Norway. What is needed?
A lot of rare minerals, 3 of which we can't get here.
All right. That's small. That's just show right there, right?
Yeah, but Donald Trump
You
has
use that.
placed.
You use aluminum. Look, you use aluminum to say what you just said, but you also making other products. So it's not just about your necessities. You're
No,
also
it's
doing this
I
stuff.
don't think you understand. So aluminum is used in a lot of products, right? We have aluminum foil, we have cans, etc. But we can't source all of the rare minerals needed to really make the aluminum entirely here in the United States, because we don't have them here in the United States. So we have to import the rare minerals into the United States in order to make aluminum. But Donald Trump has specifically placed tariff on aluminum. So why is that? If we can't produce it entirely within the United States of America, and I would guess he just doesn't know it, why has he placed a tariff on aluminum when we can't make it entirely here?
All right.
Yeah. So can you
Because
explain why?
because the out of country the imports from other countries have gotten out of hand.
The imports
Everything
from
is
other
getting out of
countries
hand.
have gotten out of hand.
Yeah, everything is getting out of hand. He gotta fix it.
He gotta fix it. So
He gotta fix
why did Donald Trump lie to you and all of the American people when he said that tariffs are paid by the foreign governments? That other countries are paying for tariffs. Why did he lie?
I mean, I'm looking into it. I'm gonna see what actually does pay the tariff. But I mean, if somebody is tariffing somebody and their company is like, all right, best, if you're tariffing me, I'm just gonna make the price go up more.
Uh-huh.
Then it's looking. Say it again.
I was just agreeing with you. I said, uh-huh.
So if somebody make the price go up more, the company is trying to make you pay the tariff. But in reality, if the price would have stayed the same, they would have had to pay the tariff.
Yeah? No, that's not true. Do you know who Procter and Gamble is?
Say it again. Procter and Gamble? No,
Yeah.
ma'am.
So Procter and Gamble make like Tide and other things, right?
Yeah.
And I didn't turn that on for this one. My bad, guys. So Procter and Gamble announced in July, and we saw this actually start last month, that they were in fact going to raise their prices 25% on all of their products sold here in the United States because of Donald Trump's tariffs. Because they are facing a $1 billion tariff bill in fiscal 2026.
Right, and they want to up their prices.
Right, because of the tariffs that Donald Trump imposed. See, if the foreign manufacturers or the foreign sellers, the foreign exporters were paying for tariffs, right? Why on earth would the American import company have to raise their costs on the American consumer who's buying the products in order to offset the the cost. If the foreign country was paying for the tariffs.
So you saying the U.S. is paying for the tariffs?
Yes. The American importer is paying tariffs to the United States government, and some American importers are then passing on the cost to consumers.
So instead of Trump, what he was trying to do was resolve the problem and get less imports from other countries so it can be more American-made
Again, I
things. You feel
don't
me?
think
Like
you're
soap, like
understanding that
detergent, like
we
detergent.
literally can't make everything in the United States of America.
What
We
about
don't
detergent?
have,
Can we make detergent in the United States?
dude, I don't know. I'm gonna research what all goes into detergent.
So it means like, so you guys buying Tide for no reason.
No, bro. Like, I buy it because it smells good.
And
Actually, I don't even
which
get Tide. I get Gain, if I'm
undercuts
being
the
honest.
American economy.
It
It
undercuts the American
economy.
Wait, I'm sorry. So when I purchase an item in anywhere within the United States, just because it was made in China, is that undercutting the American economy, or does my cash go into the American economy?
So like say like right now, right? We got Ford Motors, and they are a U.S. company, right? If you was to buy a car from another manufacturer, you would be undercutting the U.S. economy.
Wait, so if I buy a Honda,
From what?
specifically,
Where's
like,
Honda's made at in
let's
Japan?
you do realize, no, it's a Japanese company. Okay, it's a Japanese company. It's not that they're all made in Japan. They have manufacturing plants all across the world, okay?
Okay,
It's
yeah,
always painful,
okay.
Queen. So they have manufacturing spots all across the world, okay? So what you're telling me is if I buy a Honda instead of a Ford and I purchase it within the United States of America from an American car from an American car dealer, okay? I am undercutting the American economy even though I spent my money within the United States of America.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. Yeah, you're the problem. You're part of the problem.
Oh, so my money didn't go into the American economy?
I mean, it went to the American economy, but
Uh-huh.
who made them cars?
You realize that Honda pays taxes to the United States government?
Taxes is cool, but what
You
you're letting
realize that they
Japanese
have
workers getting
to,
rich?
do you realize that Honda has to file their corporate tax filings to the United States government?
Listen,
Do you,
I'm telling you
by the
right
way, do you
now.
have Nike shoes?
Do I have Nike shoes? No, my shoes are from Zara.
From Zara?
Zara, Zara.
Gara?
Z, like a zebra.
Well, I think that you're robbing from the American economy because Zara manufactures their shoes in Spain, Portugal, Turkey, Morocco, Bangladesh, India, and China.
Yeah, your words wouldn't be wrong.
My words are, I mean, by
didn't know
your
that.
own logic, so why are you stealing from the American economy?
You feel me? I feel so sorry. I'm sorry. I
Doesn't
don't
sound
want to
like
make
it.
foreign people. I don't want to make foreign people rich and they get more
Oh.
research, more developed. I don't want them to get rich and more developed.
They more developed?
Yeah.
Oh gosh. All right, man. Can you admit yet that Donald Trump is actively lying to you?
Once again, actively. Once I get, I don't.
Okay, we're done. TikTok, guys, let's get the likes up to 50,000. We should be at 50,000 likes every 30 minutes. We're 8 minutes past that. So come on, guys, tippy tap the screen. Fantastic. Thank you for the play on words, Paul. Thank you for the 2. Yes. I love the poorly educated. I can't listen. If I try to change the sound of my voice to somehow match Donald Trump, guys, it literally hurts. So I can't do that because it literally hurts for me to do that. I did know we still have to. I didn't know we still have to debate facts. Crazy. I see your. I know what you meant to say. Didn't know. I know, right? This is why we don't want a woman president. Hashtag MAGA for life. Okay. Guys, just so you know, you'll never have a female president in the United States of America. We don't want it. We're Christian. We're Christian. We don't want a woman president. Donald DJT. Featuring Brennan. That's it. Case closed. We're done. Wrap it up, guys. Let's go. I'd give 5, but the Trump slump is real. That's a great question. Oh my gosh, you're correct. I didn't even notice that, Parkers. Who can point out the spelling error? Thank you for calling the MAGA support hotline. Are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Awesome. How old are you?
I'm 24.
24. And are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Till I die, yes, ma'am.
Odd. Are you able to admit today that Donald Trump is actively lying to you?
No, ma'am. I'm not too familiar with all that.
You're not
I'm just
too.
curious with Yes, ma'am. I'm just curious. Like you're on here slandering Trump, right?
Slander.
Like,
Can you define slander for me?
Okay, maybe I used the wrong word of choice here. You're just talking down on Trump, right? And people who.
No, I'm pointing out what he says and then describing how those are actually lies.
Okay, well that's not what I was trying to. That's not what I got out of this. I scroll past this and I just see.
Do you think that Do you think that we should always support the president of the United States no matter what?
Should we always support? I think you should honestly pick the best option that you have, really.
No. That's not what I asked. Okay, let's try this again. Do you think that we should always support the United States president? So the president of the United States of America, whoever it is, no matter what.
If that's who you voted for, and that's how you want. What do you mean? Are you asking if I supported Biden when he was in office?
Not asking that. I'm asking,
what are you asking?
Do you believe that we should always support the United States president no matter what? So like, don't care if you voted for him. I don't care about that one. We're not talking about voting. So should we always support the office of the United States president, period?
I feel like that's just a poor question. I feel like everybody has their own.
Well, I mean, Ed in the comments said, yes, America. So.
Well, I'm just. Yeah, that's such a poor question to ask, honestly.
It's not. Which word did you not understand in the phrasing, or do I have to change the phrasing? Which way is it? Was there a word you didn't understand, or do I have to rephrase? Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
The office of the President of the United States is an important role in our government, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Perfect. Should the American people always be in support of the president?
90% of the time.
90% of the time.
Yes, ma'am. Have you ever heard of the Second Amendment?
Yeah. What about it?
So you got to think like the president is the big dog and is the big guy up there calling the shots, right? Right.
No, that's not true. Do we have one main branch of government, or do we have 3 co-equal branches of government?
I don't know. I didn't call you about these questions. I'm calling you to ask. Since we're talking about lying,
I'd actually like to read you a quote from Teddy Roosevelt. You know who Teddy Roosevelt is, right?
I called you to ask you a question.
Do you know who Teddy Roosevelt is?
Not to be interrogated.
Do you know who Teddy Roosevelt is?
Sure. What's up?
Cool. So to announce, this is a quote from him. and he said it on May 7th, 1918. Okay. To announce that there must be no criticism of the president or that we are to stand by the president, right or wrong, is not only unpatriotic and servile, but it is morally treasonable to the American public. Nothing but the truth should be spoken about him or anyone else, but it is even more important to tell the truth, pleasant or unpleasant, about him than about anyone else. So when I'm telling you that I'm pointing out the words that he says and then explaining how they are in fact lies, this is why I believe it's probably the most patriotic thing that we can do in America is speak the truth about a person, regardless of where they stand in our government. And this is directly from the Theodore Roosevelt Center, who caught all of his quotes.
So why don't we talk about the lies of lying to children, saying that they can choose their sex? Why don't we talk about that lie?
See, I think you're confusing a word there.
What?
You said sex. We're not telling them that they can choose or change their sex, sir. There's a different word there.
What are you telling them?
I'm not telling them anything.
What do you agree on that then?
What do I agree? I agree that there are multiple genders and there's not just one. And I mean, if you really think, so are you saying that like schools are teaching this in school? Oh, okay. So I would say that if you have this issue where you believe that schools are teaching children about genders or sexes, whatever it is, I think that means that's a good advocate. Like that's a good point to start on, saying that we need to keep the Department of Education, and in fact, not only keep the Department of Education, but federally mandate curriculum through the Department of Education down to the local levels, because that would actually get rid of your issue where you think that somehow teachers are teaching about different genders. Wouldn't you agree that we need the Department of Education at this point to have a federally mandated curriculum? So it would be the same across all 50 states?
No, I would.
You wouldn't agree?
I would hate for this liberal stuff to end up over here where I'm from.
Liberal stuff? Honestly, but wait, I'm sorry. Who's in all three branches of government right now? Who's the majority in all three branches of government right now?
Who?
It's no one that's liberal.
Why?
Because they were voted in, right? Well, except for the Supreme Court, they don't get voted in; they get appointed. But see, if I'm talking about federally mandating curriculum right now, the people that would be mandating this curriculum standards would in fact be the Republican Party. So when you're talking about all this liberal stuff, it's already a false start, because there is no Democrat leadership in controls anything.
How did this become a thing? If the right is in charge of the schooling, right?
They're not. That's the whole thing.
They're not.
The Department of Education has never been allowed to federally mandate curriculum that's taught at the local level, point blank, period. It's literally was written within the laws in the 80s after it was formed, okay? This is nothing new. They've never been able to federally mandate curriculum. So, exactly, Lainey, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's not a thing, right? So, this has always been done at the state and local level, except people forget that this was never a thing. It's not anything that's taught blanket across the board. If someone were to talk about empathy and understanding that there are different people in the world, that's not a bad thing. Do you think that we should teach hate in school? Do you think that we should teach people to hate other people?
No,
okay, great. I'm glad that we can agree on that. I'm glad that we can agree that teaching hate is not a good thing. So I think no, sir, that goes against, I'm sorry, the government, I'm sorry, you're going to stop for a second. The government is not going to tell anybody at any level that God should be taught in school. Do you want to know why? Because that goes directly against the First Amendment. What is the very first freedom that is listed within the First Amendment of the United States Constitution?
Am I unmuted?
Oh, you were never muted at any point.
Oh, I thought you muted me the way you said I could stop talking.
Yeah, that was me telling you something. What is the very first freedom that is granted to the American people, written into the First Amendment of the United States Constitution?
Was it speech?
It's religion. So when we're talking about that, it's actually against the law for any government to actually mandate that God be taught in school, that directly goes against the First Amendment, because it's the governments on all levels cannot mandate that religion be taught in schools, because other people believe different things. If you're going to say that one religion should be taught in school and you want it to be, which umbrella of Christianity do you agree with? Is it Catholicism,
See, I
Baptists? Which
don't know.
umbrella
I
of
believe
Christianity do you believe in?
I believe that Jesus died for all of our sins.
No, that's
I
not what
mean,
I'm asking you. I said
that's what I'm
which
telling you.
faith is it that you believe in?
I told you what I believe
So
in.
you're
It's hard
just a
to.
Christian.
Yes, ma'am.
Cool. So if we are going to teach the Bible in school, then
Yes, ma'am.
the Jewish Torah needs to be taught in school. The
I don't.
Muslim
I don't think
Quran
we should
needs to be
have a
taught
whole.
in school.
That's what I'm
The
saying. You're going
Hinduism
all
needs to be
extreme
taught
right
in
here.
school. And then the
I did
best
not
thing
say we
yet,
should
the
have
best
a
thing
whole
yet,
separate
the
class
Satanic Temple needs to be
just
taught in
based
school. And I also
on
believe in the
Christianity. I think
flying
we should make
spaghetti
children
monster,
feel
and
loved.
that should
I think
also
we
be
should
taught
make
in
people
school.
feel
So if that's where you
open.
want to go, sir, then I'm going to say that we need all religions, regardless of them, and including atheism, to be taught in school to our children. Because while you
No, ma'am.
think that God is king, which is never been a thing, also let's
God
be
is all
very clear
glory.
that God is non-binary.
God is all glory.
God is non-binary, which already
God
asserts the
is.
fact that there is more than
God
two
is. God.
genders, because
No.
God is
Negative. No, ma'am.
non-binary. God is
No, ma'am.
non-binary, sir. I'm
God is
sorry
an
if that hurts
entity.
your
He can't have
fifis,
a gender.
but God is,
No,
yeah,
ma'am.
exactly. So God is non-binary. That's exactly what
No,
it is.
not.
That's exactly what
No,
it is.
ma'am.
You don't even know what
No.
binary is. God is
Yeah.
non-binary, which means already
See.
by saying that you're agreeing that God has no gender, that's exactly what,
No,
like,
no,
that's
ma'am.
kind
You're
of
just being
saying what
aggressive and
non-binary
talking over
is,
me to
okay?
get your
Is that
point.
they don't
No,
believe
ma'am.
in just two different
This
genders.
is why
They
y'all
don't
are
agree with one of
crazy.
them, right?
This is
So
why y'all do radical
non-binary.
thinking
God is
and this crazy
non-binary.
shit. I
Just
pray for
saying it.
people like
God is
you. I
non-binary.
hope y'all find peace. I hope y'all
Yeah,
find
no, I'm
love.
good. Don't
And rest in
proselytize me,
peace,
sir.
Michael.
Hail Satan. Yeah, he did. He said it. They never get it. You said it yourself. I don't get it. Thank you for calling the MAGA support hotline. Are you there?
Bah, what the hell are you doing? Trying to
Stop trying to be Dracula. You're not very good at it. Thank you for calling the MAGA support hotline. Are you there?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. How old are you?
I am 23.
23. Okay. And are you still supporting Trump?
What was that?
Are you still supporting Trump?
Sorry, cut off a little bit. Say that one more time.
Which word didn't you understand?
They cut off.
Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Not 100%, but a little bit.
Cool. So can you admit that Donald Trump is lying to you in his current administration?
Well, possibly,
It's
but
not, guys.
has every president been 100% truthful in the past?
Oh, what do you get out of saying that?
Well, we're having a conversation.
No,
right?
it's a serious question. What do you get out of saying that?
Well, are we having a conversation, or are you
I'm
just
going to help
speaking?
you out. It's called a deflection. So when I'm asking you specifically about Donald Trump lying, and you want to say, well, what about all the other presidents that have been, elected in the past? What about all of them? Donald Trump is the sitting acting president of the United States of America. Guys,
Of course.
stop tagging my backup account. It's not the caller, but follow the backup account. Right. So what it is, okay, is you are trying to deflect away from acknowledging that Donald Trump is lying, or that you are trying to give it an
No,
excuse
I
that Donald
admitted it.
Trump
I
is
said,
lying because everyone else has in the past. There is
okay,
absolutely nothing that's going to say like no one should ever say otherwise, that no president has ever lied. And absolutely they have, okay? But that doesn't
Right.
excuse Donald Trump lying to the American people while he's in office. Does that make
you're
sense?
right. You're right.
Okay,
No, 100%.
perfect. So now let's try this. Let's put our thinking cap on, okay? Also TikTok, we should already be at 75,000 likes. You got 2 minutes to do so. Let's go. Okay, so tell me 3 lies that you know Donald Trump has said in his current administration.
Probably a lot.
Be specific. Tell me 3 lies that Donald Trump has said in his current administration.
If well, you're the expert. Why don't you tell me and educate us, since you have your
Oh,
thinking cap on, Miss Lady?
Miss Lady. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Are you not a miss and you're not a lady, or are you a they them?
no, I
Probably.
go by she, her, thank you. It's okay. Or you can just
Oh,
call me
oh wow.
Ari.
Yeah.
You see how that
Okay.
actually works? If you actually just say Ari, that's probably more polite because then you're just saying my name.
Sorry, I thought your name was Mermaid Ari.
It's Ari.
Okay, Ari.
Yeah.
All right, let's
Does
put our thinking
mermaid
caps
sound
on.
like a name?
Let's put our thinking caps on and continue, please.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. So Donald Trump says that there is no inflation. Is that true? Yes or no?
He said that? He's
Yes.
pretty dumb like you. Just kidding. Just kidding. You're actually pretty smart.
So Donald Trump said that there is no inflation. Is that true? Yes or no?
Probably true that he said that, but everybody knows that there is inflation.
There is inflation. Fantastic. So why did Donald Trump lie?
I don't know. That's actually a great question.
Okay. So Donald Trump says that he's ended 7 wars. Is that true? Yes or no?
I have no idea. He probably did say that.
He did say that, but I'm saying, is it true that he ended 7 wars? Yes or no?
No, probably not.
Okay, so why did he lie?
Nope.
Don't know. Okay. Donald Trump says that foreign companies are paying the tariffs to the United States government. Is that true? Yes or no?
Actually, depends on a case-by-case basis.
Case-by-case basis, but he didn't say it was case-by-case. He said all of the tariffs are being paid by foreign governments. He didn't make it a case-by-case.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
is it
that's
true
absolutely
that
false.
foreign governments are all paying for the tariffs that he's placing?
No, that's not true.
It's not true. Great. He said that the Epstein's files are a hoax. Is that true? Yes or no?
Did he say that? Actually, I didn't know he said that.
Oh, he says it all the time on True Social. Is it true? Yes or no?
It's not true.
It's not true. Okay, great. He said that he's bringing back manufacturing jobs to the United States. Is that true? Yes or no?
Kind of, yes, actually.
It's
I've
actually
seen a lot
not
of
true. According to the Bureau of Labor
Really?
Statistics report that was released on September 5th, 2025, the American companies have lost 78,000 manufacturing jobs just since the start of 2025. And we, in fact, lost 12,000 manufacturing jobs alone in the state of August. In the month of August.
Well, around my local city, I've seen a lot of manufacturing places hiring a lot, so
Okay.
interesting
That's
to know.
not the point. We have to take the American private companies as a whole.
You're right.
Right? So
right,
as
that's
a
true.
whole, we lost jobs compared to any jobs added. So while you may have added jobs in your local area, we have lost more across the country as a whole. So why is
Interesting.
Trump continuing to say that manufacturing jobs are coming back to America when we've lost 78,000 jobs year to date?
It's a great question.
Cool. Donald Trump went on TV on Monday with the president of South Korea and said that Joe Biden ended the SMA, which is where an agreement that we have with other countries, but specifically the agreement with South Korea, where South Korea pays partially pays into our defense contracts of having our American Air Force Armed Forces in two bases in South Korea. He said that Joe Biden did away with the SMA. Is that true? Yes or no?
I don't believe so.
Yeah, he did. And in fact, the SMA, they actually paid more into it than they did under Trump's administration the first year. Interesting.
So
He
can I
also
ask you
said
a
he was going to
question?
stop funding all of these forever wars. And yet we're still sending stuff to Israel. So why did he lie?
You know, I don't know. I really don't know because
Gotcha.
I'm not in Congress and I'm not in the White House.
Yeah.
But can I ask you a question?
What's up?
Did you support the previous president?
Not in everything they did.
Now you see how I gave you the same answer when it came to Trump?
Yeah, but see, I can actually admit that Joe Biden lies. You didn't give me that answer, right? When I asked you originally, because I didn't ask you, like, you can say not in everything he does, but this isn't about that. This is me trying to help you open your eyes and see that Donald Trump is actively lying almost every single time that he opens his mouth. Almost never is he truthful. That's part of the problem, right? And the other part of the issue is that some of his lies are actually harmful to the American people and the American populace. And that's, again, part of the problem. It's not just that every president lies, right? It's acknowledging up front that they lie and you know offhand what lies they've actually told. And then that's the acknowledgement, recognizing it and still saying, hey, oh, really, guys? Okay, hold on. I'll let them know.
What?
Sorry.
What's going on?
Oh, never mind. Okay. Yeah, so that's the difference, right? Is I can acknowledge when stuff is like going wrong and I can still say that there are reasons I no longer support them. Do I specifically support them? No, I support the bills that came out of Congress and that were signed into law under his administration. So specifically like the IJE, the Inflation Reduction Act, like those things, the Chips and Science Act, I support that. Like I support those things that came out of his administration. Similarly enough, that under Donald Trump, I supported Project Warp Speed. I also supported making animal cruelty a felony. I also supported renewing the Marine Biology Protection Acts under Donald Trump. I supported all of those things, right? But I didn't support Trump in everything else of the shit that he did.
That's totally fair. That's
Yeah,
totally
I can
reasonable.
actually name specific policies. Can you name a specific policy?
You know what? Probably not, and that's why I'm calling in. You know, to be informed and educated, and I
Gotcha.
appreciate what you're doing here. And yeah, at the end of the day, this is what it's about. You know, speaking and and talking it through and seeing what's the truth. So yeah, I
Yeah,
appreciate it.
no problem, man. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too. Bye. All right. No, Neo, I did not teach kids, nor did I ever teach preschool. I just have, I don't know, a lot of patience for some unknown reason. And I'm not talking to someone calling in from a foreign country. What are you doing? Thank you for the 10. Brennan, tell me why then Florida has banned this woke agenda in schools. Tennessee just passed a requirement for all high schools to teach and have students to handle firearms properly. I don't think that, firearms do not belong in children's hands, especially by teachers. I disagree with that. And sure, they can ban woke agenda in schools. You don't know what woke is, and you've proven that. But thank you for the $9.99. Thank you for calling the MAGA support hotline. Are you there?
Nigger, nigger, nigger.
Thank you for calling the MAGA support hotline. Are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Awesome. How old are you? Hey, Amanda.
26.
You're, 46 or 26?
26.
26. And are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Yes, ma'am, currently.
Okay, cool. Are you able to admit that Donald Trump is actively lying to you in his current administration?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Can you tell me 3 lies that he's told?
Oh gosh, 3 lies off the top of my head, I suppose.
Yes, sir.
The most important one would probably be the American public is paying at least a decent percentage of the tariff taxes that are coming in right now.
That is true.
Not being absorbed by the countries.
That is true.
Let me think of another one.
We got tariffs.
Well, she caught me slightly off guard here.
No worries. It happens.
Off the top of my head, like I said, that's the big one that I'm thinking of right now. But you know, I'm positive that there are other ones. Politicians lie all the time. If there's any you can, want to mention, love to hear what you've got. I mean, I love having these dialogues. I think it's very important for our country.
Do you know what SMA stands for when it comes to our agreements with other countries and the basis that we have housed in there?
I don't know what it stands for.
Okay. Do you know what the acronym means then? Do you know what the letters are?
No, I don't know what the acronym means. I don't know what the letters are for.
Okay. So it stands for Special Measures Agreement. So on Monday, when Donald Trump met with the president of South Korea, he was on live TV with the South Korean president sitting, next to him in the Oval Office. And he said that Joe Biden ended the SMA agreement and South Korea stopped paying us anything Joe Biden was president. Do you think that he was being truthful about the SMA agreement with South Korea? Yes or no?
I think there's a very large chance he was just entirely mistaken. I think that happens a lot for the president. He either heard something or was told something by someone unreliable, and he just took it at face value.
And why would I want that? Why would you support that in a president, that they just take something at face value without looking anything up?
It's not necessarily something I support his administration.
No, I'm saying why would you support a president that does that at all?
I think
The president should certainly
extent.
know about the SMA agreement and the fact that it was increased not once but twice under Joe Biden, how much South Korea was paying us or help funding our basis.
I agree that the president should know more than the average American. The president also has advisors who are supposed to know that kind of thing. Our president that we currently have does have an issue of just saying whatever's off the top of his head without double checking first.
Yeah, why is that a good thing? Why is that? I don't understand why anyone would support that.
As to why I support Donald Trump, I think he has the country's best interest in mind. I think that
do liars have a
part of why
country's best
people like
interest
him,
in mind?
It depends on what you're lying about. And like I said, I don't necessarily believe that he's lying most of the time. I think he's mistaken. If you believe what you're saying is true, you're not lying.
That's not thing. No, that's not true.
No. That's 100% true. If I'm colorblind and I say that the sky is red because that's what I see, I'm not lying. I'm just wrong. So there's a difference between being wrong about something and blatantly lying about it, because lies have intention behind them.
What's the difference between being wrong and telling a lie?
Wrong is, like I said, you don't know the fact. If you're lying, you know.
No. What typically happens if someone is proven wrong? What happens, let's say, if I said something incorrect and you corrected me and then I was proven wrong? What typically happens when someone is proven wrong? Or explain that they're wrong?
It depends on the person, because some people are willing to fess up to the fact that they're wrong, but a large percentage of people are not willing to admit when they've been proven wrong.
Cool. Right. So
In
the
fact,
majority of sane people, when they are proven wrong or that they are informed that what they knew or what they just said was incorrect, they say, my bad, some variation of, I was wrong. Let me walk that back. Donald Trump has never retracted a statement on anything that he's ever said. Donald Trump has never admitted that he was wrong. He has never apologized. In fact, he believes in everything that he says so much that he has told the American people that he doesn't need to ask God for forgiveness, which means that he believes that he is never wrong. Okay, so at that point, if he is never wrong, he's never sinful, does that mean that he's always just wrong, or is he willfully lying every single time?
And it's like I said, ignorance and arrogance don't equal untruthfulness.
No, it does. It's similar enough where he was on the live debate stage, right? Where he was at the presidential debate, right, with Kamala Harris. And he said they're eating the cats and dogs, right? It's so much like, let's be clear, that became a whole TikTok sound, right? They're eating the cats, they're eating the dogs. And then the moderators say, that's been fact checked many times, even by ourselves, that's been proven not to be true, that it was one woman born in Canton, Ohio, that was arrested by the cops because she had a psychotic break eating an animal. And he goes back and says, that's not true. I'm right. They're eating the cats. They're eating the dogs. So much to the point where even like a week later, we see J.D. Vance, who was a senator from Ohio, get on do an interview with Dana Bash with CNN, and tells Dana point blank, if I have to make up stories so that my constituents are heard about, I'll do that. So J.D. Vance admits that he made it up. But Donald Trump still stands 10 toes down on saying that they're eating the cats and the dogs. Why do we want that in a president?
As I said, I genuinely believe he has the best interest of our country in mind. I think he has done as good a job as any other president in recent history. I certainly will never say he was the best.
He's literally ranked in the bottom 3 according to 147 historians. He is ranked as one of the worst presidents in our history, according to 147 historians. Some of them have him at the absolute 0, but some of them are smart and realize that Woodrow Wilson was worse. But he is ranked in the bottom 3 as one of the worst presidents in U.S. history.
As controversial a figure as Donald Trump is, it would be disingenuous to say that there was not possibly some bias in that statistic.
Oh, yeah?
Especially
where was the bias in the Bureau of Labor Statistics report that Donald Trump just disagreed with, so he fired the lady? And then we see that the numbers were reaffirmed and, in fact, modified even worse in the September report that was put out by his temporary head of the BLS. Where on the modified report of the Bureau of Labor Statistics, right? When the report was put out in July, and we showed that, in August, and we corrected that there was an even worse of a job growth, like the job numbers were lowered for the month of June, like how many were added, were significantly lowered for the month of June. He said, well, that was a Biden appointee. She just wants to see me fail. She lied. They're wrong. And I fired her. We're not going to do this. She lied. And that's what he did, right? So he fires her, right? And then now he has an interim appointee that he put in place. And then on the September 5th numbers, not only did they modify the June numbers again, but they also modified May of 2025's numbers, because information comes in accumulate to the point where we saw the very first job loss in the last 5 years. Job loss. Any month where we've lost jobs, we've had a net negative jobs, right? We were negative 13,000 jobs for the month of May. This is the very first job loss since we have seen since 2020 during C-19. So tell me, is the head of the Bureau of Labor Statistics partisan or are they non-biased? Because right now it's his interim appointee.
If
They've always been non-biased, sir.
Yes, they have always been. Well, any politician that claims to be non-biased is lying.
I don't think you understand. The head of the Bureau of Labor Statistics has nothing to do with the jobs report when it's being released. They do not write the numbers. They have statisticians, right? Statisticians that do all of the work, right? They have people that send out the surveys that are then sent back to them, right? They just tally it up, okay? And they put it together, they put it in a report, and then it's signed off on by the head of the Bureau of Labor Statistics, and then it's released to the American people.
Yes.
Cool. They don't change anything. But he said the head of the Bureau of Labor Statistics changed the job report and to make him look bad. But then his interim head of the Bureau of Labor Statistics puts out a report that makes him look worse because we now have the first recorded job loss in 5 years for May of 2025. First recorded month of job loss in 5 years with his interim head of the Bureau of Labor Statistics, his pick, his Republican Party pick.
Yeah, so that would be a good thing, would it not?
No, it's either that they're biased or they're not. Because his biggest complaint about the woman that was head of the Bureau of Labor Statistics, and I don't remember her name, was that she lied on their jobs report. She lied about it when Biden was in office. They changed it to after he lost to make him look good, even though that's a lie. Right? So the report that was released in July before Biden dropped out of the race was modified and updated in September that showed a job that modified the numbers and said that there weren't as many jobs created in June or July that was released in September as the original report released in July said. So 2 months later, what we know is that historically, the Bureau of Labor Statistics updates their numbers because more information has come in. And this happened under Biden's administration too, with his same appointee.
So we can agree that the head of the Bureau of Labor Statistics should not be a partisan appointee, correct?
Uh-huh.
So I'm not sure where the argument is here. Certain, I'm just missing something.
You're awesome.
Hello?
Are you willing and able to admit that Donald Trump is actively lying to you in his current administration?
Absolutely. I'm still the same person on the phone, I believe.
Cool. Thanks, man. All right, I'm done. I can't. You missed the whole... Yeah, exactly. You missed the whole conversation. You guys credited success at beginning of his last term to Obama, so don't be a hypocrite by your standard. The downturn so far is on Biden. Incorrect, Ed. Do you know who Scott Bessent is, Ed? Well, see, Scott Bessent said that this was Trump's economy when everything was on the uptick just 2 months ago. When everything was coming up daisies for Donald Trump, Scott Bessent said we're in Trump's economy. So not according to Scott Besson, Ed. Perhaps we should listen to the Secretary of the Treasury. Thank you for calling the MAGA support hotline. Are you there? Seek help. I hope that helps. Thank you for calling the MAGA support hotline. Are you there?
Yes.
Awesome. How old are you?
25.
25. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Yeah, no, I'm not. I never was. I don't know if that means I'm not allowed to call. I just kind of wanted to share an anecdote.
Thank you. I'm not going to just because I already have enough time when football starts to get callers in. So thank you. Sorry. Oh gosh. Thank you for calling the MAGA support hotline. Are you there?
Yep.
Awesome. How old are you?
32.
32. And are you still supporting Donald Trump?
No.
No? Awesome. Well, you have a good one, man. Thank you for calling the MAGA support hotline. Are you there?
Hello.
Hi, how old are you?
What time to talk about the religion of sillyism?
No, that's not what I'm here for. Thank you. Thank you for calling the MAGA support hotline. Are you there?
I'm here.
Awesome. How old are you?
42.
42. And did you vote for Donald Trump?
I do.
You do. Okay.
I do.
And are you willing and able to admit that Donald Trump is actively lying to you in his current administration?
Well, where is he lying though?
He's
What is
lying
he
about a
lying
lot
about?
of things. So I'm asking you, are you able to admit that Donald Trump is lying to you in his current administration?
He's not lying though. I don't know.
He's
where
not lying?
from.
Okay.
I said,
Well,
where's he lying?
yeah, no problem. 1 second. I'll go through that with you in just a second. Guys over on TikTok.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. We should already be at 125,000 likes. In fact, we should be at 150 in the next 10 minutes. Just friendly reminder. And if you haven't hit that follow button on all of the platforms, hit that follow button, hit subscribe. Become a member on the tubes, become a subscriber on the Twitchies, and become a subscriber on, well, actually, I don't recommend TikTok subscriptions anymore. Sorry, TikTok, not sorry. Anyways, let's see. We'll start with a super easy one. Okay. Donald Trump said that the foreign governments are paying for the tariffs that we're imposing on other countries. Is that true? Yes or no?
Did he say that?
Yep.
What did he say that at? Or
He
when?
said it a bunch of times.
I don't recall. I mean, I just don't recall, Ari.
If a tree falls in a woods and no one's around to hear it, did it really fall?
I don't know.
You don't know? Oh.
If I know he talked about the tariffs and his campaign, but as far as having the exporters having to pay the
He didn't say
taxes.
exporters. He says the foreign countries are paying for it.
Oh, other countries are paying it like for so not the exporters. So I do understand. Looking it up right now, it does say that the tariffs fall to the consumers. The actual taxes and whatnot on the tariffs falls on the consumers and the buyers. It's pretty much the import. But I
Yeah,
just don't
so
recall
the
Trump.
people that pay for the tariffs up front are the American importer.
That is true.
Mm-hmm. It's not the foreign government that's paying the tariffs to the United States government. It is the American importer that pays the tariffs to the United States government. So why did Donald Trump lie?
I didn't know that he said that. Ari, honestly,
Mm-hmm.
I'll actually look that up on the tariffs. Um, I couldn't answer that because I didn't know that he mentioned other foreign countries would be paying the tariffs.
Mm-hmm. He said it a lot. He said it on Liberation Day.
On Liberation Day, he said that? Okay.
Yep.
Well, I'll look at that.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't make it right if he's in fact lying. And like you said earlier, the difference between lying and being wrong is retracting your statement.
Yep, but he doesn't ever do
But
it. He just doubles down.
I'm just trying to find where Trump actually said that. But what's another lie? While I look this up,
Did he end 7 wars?
7 wars.
Yep. I've ended
Either
7 wars.
first
I should get a
by
Nobel Peace
proxy.
Prize.
Yeah, I thought he said it was probably more than that, but
I've ended 7 wars. I deserve a Nobel Peace Prize. They tell me it might have been more. It might be more like 10.
well, maybe he had a hand in it. How do we know he did it? I mean, so are these wars that he's speaking about, are they ongoing still?
Really quickly,
I
thank
know
you,
he hasn't stopped
YOLO,
these.
for sending out 5 memberships to everybody on the tubes. I appreciate that so much. If you guys received a membership from YOLO, be sure to thank him in the chat. And also, guys, consider becoming a member yourself. It is literally the easiest, cheapest way to support me. Thank you, Moose. Yeah, so I'm actually going to go ahead and put it on the screen. I've had it up before, and I'm going to put it up here again. This is actually from Donald Trump's own social media that he retweeted whatever from Twitter, and this was reported by Congressman Brian Donalds, saying that Donald Trump ended 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 different wars, right? That's the might have been more like 10, but actually it's 11.
So the
According to this,
congressman
is also lying.
So the congressman is saying that as well.
No, but Donald Trump claims Armenia and Azerbaijan, Cambodia, Thailand, Congo, Rwanda. He claims India, Pakistan, Israel, Iran, and Serbia and Kosovo. Those are the ones, and there's one more. Which one also does he claim? Honestly, I'm not sure. I guess maybe he claims
they
another one of
ongoing?
the Israel ones. I'm not sure. Actually, yes. So a few of them are. Let's be clear. Oh, he claims the Egypt and Ethiopia one too. Thank you, JD. So let me go down the list. Armenia and Azerbaijan. Their individual countries negotiated themselves to draft up a peace deal in March of 2025 with no help from Donald Trump at that time. Okay. Then they met with Donald Trump in the White House, and they held and these were the people that negotiated, right? They held a little front-facing press conference, okay? And during that press conference, all right, the representative from Armenia says, I want to sign, can we sign a draft of this deal right now on live television, okay? And Donald Trump just sits there like a deer in the headlight and is like, we don't have anything. Right? And so then he's like, well, I want to sign something, even if it's blank. So they literally signed a blank piece of paper. Okay. And then to this day, and this was in July, to this day, there has been nothing signed between Armenia and Azerbaijan because Azerbaijan is requiring that Armenia changes their constitution. In order for them to change their constitution, it requires a vote from their citizens, right? And so nothing's gone up to vote yet to update or change their constitution because Azerbaijan is requiring Armenia no longer claims a plot of land that's always been theirs that Azerbaijan stole from Armenia. And not only that, but also was committing ethnic cleansing within there and committing a genocide. Like it's a known genocide that Azerbaijan committed against Armenia. Okay?
Yeah, that's Armenian genocide. Yeah, that's it's terrible.
Yes. Okay. And so
it was almost swept under the rug.
Almost.
it's not talked about widely enough, okay? And so with
Right, right.
that, hey Hector, with that, the war is still ongoing. There are still skirmishes everywhere. They have not signed a peace deal. It is not ended, okay? Cambodia and
Okay.
Thailand, 3 days before they met in Malaysia and had a trilateral agreement to end the war. This is reported on by the Prime Minister of Thailand. Donald Trump called them up and was like, hey, you should end that war. Do you want me to help? And Thailand's prime minister said, no, we want no help from the American government. Point blank said we want no help. Yes, guys, listen to Hector in the
Oh wow.
chat. Clear the gift gallery on TikTok. Okay. And
So
so
you're
then
saying that
they
the
met in
president and the
Malaysia.
Congress?
Then they met in Malaysia and they made an agreement in Malaysia to end the war. So that one is done with zero help from Donald Trump. In fact, help was denied.
So why are they taking credit for it? I mean, why is Congress saying that?
Oh, no, it's not Congress, it's Donald Trump. He's been taking credit for Cambodia in Thailand. He himself has said.
Who just said that that article you brought up was by what congressman? Brian or
Brian Donalds?
you-
This
Yeah.
is just something that was recently retruth, and where I thought it was funny that we just now know officially what are the 11 wars that Donald Trump has supposedly ended, right? But it's still not true because, like, A, he's lying. B, Donald Trump is also lying. Donald Trump said it first, though.
Okay.
Yeah, they're just
And
repeating
it's on the
Donald
list?
Trump's lies.
Was that war on the list of wars that he ended?
Cambodia and Thailand, yes.
So
And Donald Trump reposted it, which means he's taking control of the lie himself and owning it, right? He's owning the lie.
so let's say a war ends, right? And then even though there's skirmishes afterwards, would it still be considered an ongoing war?
Yes, it's an ongoing conflict. If conflict has not ended, then it's not done.
I guess I'm rather so in those skirmishes, is it so it's the government or is it like rebels or
No, Cambodia and Thailand has ended because of nothing that Donald Trump has done, right? That's what we're talking about now, right? That one ended.
So it's
Armenia
ended?
and Azerbaijan is literally their militant forces still fighting each other. Right?
I guess they always will. I mean, yeah. I mean, and he's taking credit for that. He's saying that he ended that war
ended something that's
specifically?
still ongoing.
The Armenian and Azerbaijan war?
Yes.
Okay, I didn't know. I didn't know specifically what wars he was talking about, but I know there's still, the Israel and Palestinian war still going.
Yeah, he's never going to end that one.
No, and I will say this though, when he's called the Epstein list a hoax, I don't see how people are imprisoned over a hoax. I mean, why is Ghislaine imprisoned
Yeah, I would love
if
to
it's
know
such a
that.
hoax? But I haven't talked to anybody about that one. I haven't come across any YouTubers. But I thought maybe you would bring that one up because I do believe that he is lying. And why do I still support him? I guess it's wouldn't know how to explain that, Ari. I guess a lot of times. Okay, I wouldn't. I guess it's from a biblical standpoint, right? I'll say this from my stance. Even though I don't agree with them, but on everything, the Bible says to obey the king, which I mean, I wouldn't say he's a king. Well, he's acting like one, almost a dictator, but out of respect.
I know he
I
says
would,
obey the country's laws that you reside in. Obey the laws that you reside in, but no laws above me.
yeah, he said that. What he's talking about the Romans?
Yeah. But God still says no law is above mine, right? There are no laws
Right.
that are to be placed above him. There is no individual that is to be placed above God. Right?
Right. And
Render
I
unto
agree with
Caesar.
that. But in Ecclesiastes 8:2, he says to obey the king's commands because it's the oath of loyalty to God that was taken. But that's an actual king, I suppose. But so
Yeah,
would
there are
that
no
also be
kings
a
in
reference?
America.
Would that also be in reference to whoever's in power charge?
No, because we have
President.
3 co-equal branches of government. So if you're going to pay reverence to one, you have to pay reverence to all 9 justices, the President of the United States. And do you happen to know how many people sit in the both parts of Congress?
What is it like?
I believe you had 2.
I don't know, 20, 15? No idea.
How many senators do we have?
So 2 for each state, ain't it?
Yep.
So it'd be like 100.
Uh-huh. How many representatives do we have in the House?
Oh gosh. House because I don't know. At this moment, I don't know. What is it? How many?
435. So that would be 535. Okay. So in total, we would have to obey 545 individuals. Do you think that that makes sense?
But they're not. No, because they're not kings. They're not presidents. They're not specifically of the top authority. In other words, I mean, the Bible didn't say also obey the lieutenants and the senators because
How
they're
about
not time. There
Acts
were senators too.
5:29? Do you know the
Acts
book of Acts?
5:29.
We must obey God rather than human beings.
Right. And but what did God say? He said to obey the king. So I'm going to do what God say.
Yeah, where?
If
I
he
don't
tells me
see
to
any
do,
reference in the Bible that specifically says obey kings.
well, I'm saying kings because depending on where you're at. Okay, obey the king specifically, which is Ecclesiastes chapter 8, verse 2. And so if God's saying to obey, then I'm going to obey because Acts 5 says so.
And what verse is this again?
Ecclesiastes, which is one of the books,
No,
3 books of wisdom.
verse? I didn't ask you which book. I heard the book.
8:2.
8:2.
You hear me?
Yeah, let's
8:2.
see.
There's Ecclesiastes and there's Ecclesiasticus. So specifically Ecclesiastes. That's one of my favorite books.
Obey the king's command, I say,
So if
because
God,
you took an oath before God.
because we said in Acts 5, we're going to obey God. And so by default, I kind of have to, regardless if I want to or not.
Because you didn't. Are you not like reading the full chapter?
Yeah. I'm looking at it right now.
Here you go, because you didn't read all of it, right? So this is from the NIV. Obey the king's command, I say, because you took an oath before God. Do not be in a hurry to leave the king's presence. Do not stand up for a bad cause, for he will do whatever he pleases. Since a king's word is supreme, who can say to him, what are you doing? Let's see. Yeah. Do you not like verse 3? Do not stand up for a bad cause, for he will do whatever he pleases.
In Ecclesiastes, do not.
It's literally
to go
the
from
3rd
his
verse.
presence.
Yeah. Do not stand
take
up
your
for a
stand
bad
for an
cause,
evil
for he will
thing.
do whatever he pleases.
Do not be hasty to go from his presence. Who's his presence?
Oh, there's this second sentence, sir, in verse 3. Let me read it again. Do not stand up for a bad cause, for he will do whatever he pleases. This is a warning. Do you know what a warning is in the Bible?
Okay,
so do you think that it goes do you
God
think
says
that
to
it
obey
goes
the
for
king, and
let's
he
try
says,
this. Hold
don't
on. I don't
obey
even
the
like
king,
talking
so is it
about
convoluted?
Hold on.
Hello?
Awesome.
So you're saying God is
Okay.
confusing
Do you
God?
have no self-control? You have no self-control. Okay. All right. So let's be clear, okay? So do you think, I'm just curious now, do you think, like you can keep talking, I'm not listening to you anymore if you want to keep rambling and you're interrupting me constantly, I'm just going to go ahead and go on. So do you think that God would support anybody taking, don't proselytize to me, by the way, sir. You don't know your own fucking Bible and you've proven it. You ignore the second sentence in verse 3. Do not stand up for a bad cause, for he will do whatever he pleases. Gotcha. So you don't even know your own fucking Bible in so many different ways. You're actually ridiculous here, okay? So you're just going to ignore the facts that Jesus said that feed the weak and hungry, right? Jesus preached that we should look after our neighbors. Love thy neighbors as you love me, right? Look after, take care of the immigrants, for you were once an immigrant in the city of Israel, right? You were once an immigrant in the land of Israel. So why is it that we are then kicking out all of the immigrants from our country? You are doing nothing to preach the word of God. You are a liar. You are being blasphemous. You, sir, are lying about your own faith. Do no evil. Judge thee, but yet lest ye be judged yourself. And yet you here are judging other individuals for what, right? Again, let's be very clear. This was a warning, okay? Do not stand up for a bad cause, for he will do whatever he pleases. This was a warning. This is a bad cause. You are in support of a king, aka Donald Trump, okay? You are in support of somebody that is stripping away health care from the needy, taking away food from the needy in our country, and you are in support of that. Donald Trump lied when he got up on stage multiple times and wrote an executive order that meant nothing. An executive order saying that we will not touch Medicaid, Medicare, SNAP, or Social Security. And yet here we are, starting January 1st, 2027. We are going to be stripping health care away from the American people. We are going to be stripping health care away from children, sir. And you are for that. You are not a man of God, sir. You have ignored the word of Jesus. Do not come up here and proselytize to me. You are a liar. You are not a man of God. You are not a word of Jesus. Take those words out of your fucking mouth, because you are a liar. You do not get to proselytize to me because you are ignoring the word of your God, the word of your Jesus, when he says that you should look after the needy. You should care and feed for the needy. You should feed the sick and starving children in this country. You should take care of the sick and the starving in this country. You need to take care of the immigrants in our country because you were once an immigrant yourself. Jesus said that very clearly. And yet you are supporting a man who is putting immigrants into concentration camps and treating them like hell. You are supporting a man who is letting ICE drag pregnant women down the street while trying to put them in detention centers. American citizens are being dragged in the street because you are supporting a man. You are supporting a man who is turning the government against the American people, which is exactly why God gave us a warning in your own fucking verse that you didn't read the next one. You are the one that is going against God. You are the one that is going against Jesus. You are not following the teachings that you claim to be a person of. You are not a person of God. You are taking, let me be very clear, you are taking away food from children. You are in support of that. You voted for it. Donald Trump was very clear when he ran for president. Are you done? Like, I don't think you understand. You are the one that is in support of this. You are not a man of God. You need to go back and read your Bible. Why don't you go back to church and you ask your God, do you think that Jesus would support us stripping away food from needy children's mouth? Do you ask your priest and then ask for forgiveness for voting for Donald Trump because you, sir, are not a man of God? You have gone against God's words. You have gone against Jesus' wishes. And I guarantee, not only that, you're also ignoring the original Mosaic laws, which you are still liable for, sir, in the eyes of God. The laws will live on past me. I have not come to abolish the laws, for they are eternal. That was Jesus, right? The laws, the Mosaic laws are eternal. And I guarantee, just like me, you wear mixed fabrics, sir. Do you eat shellfish? Because then you're not a man of God, because you're not supposed to. It is unclean to eat shellfish, but yet you are, I bet, eating shellfish. So no, sir, you do not care about the American citizens. You do not care about humanity. You do not care about your fellow individuals on this planet Earth because you think that fucking Donald Trump is a king. You said it yourself, sir. Obey the king. So why should I not support Donald Trump? You yourself said obey the king. So you must honestly think that Trump is king? You're actually crazy. You are blasphemous. If you are putting an individual above the word of God again teaches you to take care of the sick and needy, to treat the immigrants, welcome them into your homes, because you were once an immigrant in Israel. You were once an immigrant in this country. In fact, your ancestors were once immigrants in this country. Okay? So yes, sir, you are going against the word of God that you are claiming to believe in. So no, sir, you need to go back to church, and you need to ask your priest to offer you forgiveness because you're dumb. I hate people. Sincerely. Feisty, thank you for the 20. No, they never do, Shaylu. And thank you as well, Shaylu, for the 10. Go Ari, fake Christians. It makes me sick when people, especially this man, trying to only quote one verse out of all of Ecclesiastes, right? One verse, not ignoring. He's ignoring the warnings that it is meant for, right? This is a warning. If for somebody that doesn't understand, you obviously have never read the full chapter of Ecclesiastes, okay? Do not stand up for a bad cause, for he will do whatever he pleases. This was a warning. You ignored it. The number of times that God has said, no one is above me, and you ignore it. This man literally said, obey the king. God said, obey the king, so I should be supporting Donald Trump. Well, I mean, Donald Trump isn't a king, but still said all of that. Thank you, Moose. I appreciate that. Yeah, dude even said it was his favorite book. It's insane. It's actually insane. They always ignore warnings. Yeah, it's always a thing. To Lon, I don't know how to respond to that when you say, is Ari a bad cause? No, I'm good. Like, I really am. I'm not president, so, and I'm not in a place of leadership. Do not look up to me. Oh, that's a good point, too. Obey the king, written by a king. I don't know. We have time for one more caller, but I don't even know if anyone wants to call in at this point. Unfortunately, Feisty, it is real life. It is, in fact, real life. You probably don't even know what is the illegal way, Felipe. That's true. I'm not a king. I'm a queen. Thanks, YOLO. Thank you for calling the MAGA support hotline. Are you there?
Hi, Ari. How you doing?
I'm doing well. How old are you?
23.
23. And are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Yes.
Are you willing and able to admit that Donald Trump is actively lying to you?
Yeah, I am.
What is he lying to you about?
Oh, between you and me, honestly, you're hot as fuck. Can I squeeze your tits?
I do not consent.
Nigger, nigger.
Thank you for calling the MAGA support hotline. Are you there? Yeah. How old are you?
30.
Did you vote for Trump? Or sorry, are you still supporting Trump?
Awesome.
I asked it wrong. Are you still supporting Trump? Sorry, my bad. 1 second.
Yes.
You are? Okay. And are you able to admit that Donald Trump is actively lying to you?
He's a liar.
Yep. Well, I'm so glad you could admit that, man. Thanks, dude. Why are you still supporting a liar?
Well, there's only one way to get rid of the left.
We're not having that one. No, absolutely not. See, guys, I don't support any kind of no political violence here. Absolutely not. Word up. What's up?
That was a lot.
It's always a lot. I'm sorry. I hate proselytizing, and I definitely don't want to be proselytized to. So
that just threw off everything I was gonna say.
me, sorry, or the other person.
But, yeah. Anyway, so I was going to say, I know it's Sunday, but why are you preaching? Like, damn, there's cooking out here. That was crazy. It was absolutely crazy.
Follow both of these accounts up here if you're not already.
Like, y'all thought you had to go to church this morning? You should have just tuned into Ari's live. Amen. Anyway,
Amen. You can stick around for a moment. We're gonna do a thing. So yeah, don't leave. Okay, actually, Hector, you talk to TikTok. I'm going to talk to the other two real quick. Cool. All right. Over on YouTube and Twitch, I'll be back on live my normal time tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern time. Y'all go enjoy your Sundays. Do what you need to do. I'll be back on live tomorrow. I'm gonna go enjoy some football with Paulie. So y'all have a great Sunday. Enjoy your day. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Thank you guys for all of the new members, all of the super chats, the bits over on Twitch. Guys, don't forget to hit that follow button on Twitch. Don't forget to hit subscribe over on YouTube. After you do that, turn on notifications. Thank you, Cindy. Don't forget to turn on notifications so you know when I go live. Join the Discord as well, because that's also another way you'll know when I go live. So y'all have a great freaking Sunday. Thank you for letting